okulembesha bukasala okulembesha okuletwa n'abakabungwa ka Electoral Commission of Zambia mukusala kwa chinkumbawiro kwa mwaka wa 2021
okutendeka pa 9 November okufika pa 12 December 2020.
abena Zambia bonse abakweta akatupa ka mutwe n'emyaka 18 n'okuchirapo ero n'abale kumanya emyaka 18 ilo chilefika nangu pa 9 May 2021 n'abafika po okulembesha bukasala wa mwaka wa 2021 ngata mulembesha bukasala nishita mwakasaleko mukusala kwa chinkumbawiro kwa mwaka wa 2021 lembesha ni bukasala n'okupoka akatupa kakusalira po akapya pantu tutupa twakale twakusalira po tatwakabombe mukusala kwa mwaka wa 2021 ukwa chinkumbawire
lembesheni okusala ninsambushenu imbila abamileteleko bakabungwe kamuna pakusala aka Electoral Commission of Zambia ECZ.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the finest television, KBN, ladies and gentlemen. And this is Sports Extra on a very beautiful Monday. And you know what text actually happens right here on the finest television, Sports Extra. We give you updates of all the games that were taking place over the weekend and some of the games to look forward to, coming midweek and the coming weekend. My name is Gavinda Galimina, right here on the finest television. We are on Topstar channel 102 and we are countrywide. If you can't catch us on Topstar, you can as well catch us live on our Facebook page, which is KBN, and you'll be glued to the finest television. I have a lot of, hints and activities lined up today for the show just to give you clues on what was taking place over the weekend. Now, before we go to soccer, let's start with actually the Toolings League. Now, the Toolings League is actually, a youth league that takes place at actually OYDC. And, the Toolings League is having their grand finale, this coming week. So exciting stuffs were taking place at OYDC in the Toolings League. Let's open, the show with a video from Toolings League. We'll be back on the other side.
We are going to run this. We are running this for 2 years. This year from the beginning of 2020. We started this year in March. Somewhere we started preparing in February. And we have 5 sports disciplines, a little more than what we had last year. And we have 2 or 3 new disciplines that we didn't have last year. This is netball, taekwondo, and another one. But I think what is important right now is to mention that we have one girls sport, netball, girl specific sport, which is netball. And for us this is important because right now we are talking giving girls a chance to access services or social programs that can give them impotence and also confidence and self-esteem that they can do what even men can do. So if they can succeed in sport, it gives them no reason why they can't succeed in school. So what has been happening since the beginning of this new Toolings program this year is that these 5 sports have been meeting, taekwondo included, have been meeting every other week. And today we have hockey. And I must mention that from the design of the project is such that every 6 months we have to report to the donor, which is Merifin capital in Belgium. Report every 6 months. They give us $50,000. After that, we have to report to get the remaining amount of money for the rest of the year. So now we are at that time when we need to report. And for us, it's particularly important to learn that the Toolings program was so successful, has been so accepted by the community. Right now, if you go to the neighborhoods of the community surrounding OYDC, you're going to see kids playing the same sport that they play in the backyard. Years ago, you would see these kids playing chimbomwa, the kind of football made out of sacks and plastics, but now they are carrying their hockey sticks and playing at the backyards, and it's very encouraging for the community to accept that there's more to sport than just football. And for us as OYDC, I think it brings relevance to the center.
My name is Cynthia J, and we are here at OYDC playing games with others. Our team is Springfield. We are enjoying it because we have won 2 games. So it's good to play some games, and we are welcoming you. If you are not playing any sport, you can come and join us here at OYDC.
Those are some of actually, the words from actually the organizer of the Toolings League. Now we're still looking at the Toolings League, that we have a lot of shots, coming from the happenings, actually over the weekend at OYDC, where the Toolings League, we're heading into actually the second last or the semi-finals of the grand finale, which will be held in the coming course of, on Saturday actually, which will be held in next weekend on Saturday right there at OYDC. Now the Toolings League involves a lot of games, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of games. There's volleyball, there's beach volleyball, there's there's netball, there's judo, there's hockey, and many other sports. Let's watch a video of actually, Toolings League. We'll be back on the other side. So interesting game taking place at OYDC over the weekend, ladies and gentlemen. I was part and parcel of, actually the fans that flew to go and watch that game. Very interesting. Our ladies play netball, and that is what happens at the Toolings, actually youth league that takes place, at OYDC. We're still looking at some of the highlights and clips from the weekend's Toolings League action right there at actually OYDC right now. Let's look at some hockey. Let's see how actually teams in the hockey performed over the weekend at OYDC. Stick down, stick once.
which is a very good initiative, and we appreciate the OIDC management for making sure that we continue having athletes active and improving. We're looking forward for the next games, which are just right before the grand finale, and also a very competitive finals at the grand finale.
It's good to have some exercises because it keeps us from getting sick. What I can say, what I can advise you, my followers, you can even come here at OIDC Hockey Field. You can join many games because it's good to have sports in our
Interesting stuff right there at OIDC over the weekend. You know, I enjoyed myself, and a lot of other people that went there enjoyed myself just like I did enjoy myself. And you're enjoying yourself seeing those clips, seeing, you know, a lot of young people like myself, youths out there, you know, getting involved in, you know, actually the Toolings League. That is, you know, a youth league that is specifically there to help the youth discover their talent, nurture them, and give them the opportunity and platforms never seen before. We're still looking at clips and, you know, actually clues of how actually the Toolings League has been going on. Now we look at volleyball, beach volleyball. Let's look at a clip of beach volleyball that, you know, took place over the weekend. Beach volleyball. Actually, beach volleyball is one of my favorite, you know, sports activity myself. I used to play volleyball at school, but beach volleyball is above class, and I always enjoy, you know, some beach volleyball. Actually, even watching, it's always fun. So you can be going to OIDC to see these games, interesting games, and you always keep yourself engaged and love the sport, you know, actually, of volleyball. Now, we look at one last thing that was happening over the weekend, and then we'll be back on the other side. At Toolings, we're still at the Toolings League, so we'll be back on the other side. So those are some of the scenes actually, you know, from the Toolings League. Now the Toolings League, you know, is a youth league that takes place actually at OIDC. Interesting stuff that are taking place over the weekend. So if you want to catch, you know, the Toolings League comes to the grand finale on Saturday right there at OIDC. You can start flocking in numbers to go and watch, you know, some interesting games. This is Sports Extra. We go for a break. We'll be back on the other side.
ninsambusha mwina Zambia wonse ofikirepo okulembesha bukasala okulembesha okuletwa n'abakabungwa ka Electoral Commission of Zambia mukusala kwa chinkumbawiro kwa mwaka wa 2021
okutendeka pa 9 November ukufika pa 12 December 2020.
abena Zambia bonse abakweta akatupa ka mutwe n'emyaka 18 n'okuchilapo ero n'abale kumanya emyaka 18 ilo chilefika nangu pa 9 May 2021 n'abafikapo okulembesha bukasala wa mwaka wa 2021. nga temulembesha bukasala nishita mwakasaleko mukusala kwa chinkumbawiro kwa mwaka wa 2021 lembesheni bukasala nokupoka akatupa kakusalirapo akapya pantu tutupa twakale twakusalirapo tatwakabombe mukusala kwa mwaka wa 2021 ukwa chinkumbawire
lembesheni okusala ninsambu shenu imbila abamileteleko bakabungwe kamuna pakusala aka Electoral Commission of Zambia ECZ.
Jazzy Boy Production, ladies and gentlemen. King Dande, Kayambo, the king of the dancehall. Felix Felico, let's go, Zambia.
Zambiani, kunkulu chechi papa Zambia, ingijo mupira Zambia, atachi, mupike bola, e kunkulu shamuele tula, mupike, awele, nativa Zambia, Iba Zambia, nativa Zambia, Iba Zambia.
Big bola batea is back by juju, if we bola to tear is back by fire. Bambi bashinteli la burudu efoni no gain no vundo agatatu tina na basungu bola ni lesa tefi sungu nangu batangire bola ni nainde nangu la ikagare bola ni nainde nangu batangire bola ni nainde nangu la ikagare bola ni nainde bola ni paise tulewina lelo
Kangena
Panda bola, ikata bola, sunga bola, iyo bola. Bola ni paise, tulewina lelo. Bola ni paise, tulewina. Bola ni paise, tulewina Zambia. Bola ni paise, tulewina.
bola 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 na lesa bola Zambia win bola Zambia tea bola bola
Bola ni paise, tulewina lelo. Bola ni paise, tulewina. Bola ni paise, wa Zambia, tulewina lelo. Bola ni paise, tulewina. Chakwe kunenuka, imbigi la mwana. Panda bola, ikata bola, sunga bola, iyo bola.
Jazzy Boy Production, ladies and gentlemen.
Sugar Sounds. Oh yeah.
Bola ni Paize, Tilewina. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for still staying with us right here on the finest television. This is KBN, and this is Sports Extra. Now, we go into the Weekend Wrap, and the Weekend Wrap is a program where we talk about how our Zambian players actually performed outside the country. Zambian players who are, performing actually or playing their trains outside the country. How did they perform in their weekend games? And this is why Sports Wrap is right here on the finest television. Now, we start from, DR Congo, where actually Zambian defender Kabaso Chongo scored the first score of the match for the TP Mazembe side that thrashed Lombakuchachi 6-0 in the Vodacom League 1 derby encounter. Clubmate countryman Tendai Mwape also featured for Mozambique on the day on a day midfielder, Redford Calabar, and a number of senior players were given the day off. Interesting stuff with our Zambian lads that are actually playing for TP Mazembe right there in Congo. We go to South Africa. South Africa in the DStv Premiership, Zambia's most capped player, Kennedy Mwene. Kennedy Mwene was a new substitute for the Mamelodi Sundowns that, thrashed actually still big 3-0. Zambian midfielder stalwart Nathan Sankala put in a full 90 minutes. In that game. Interesting stuff. It's taking them to watch. Orlando Pirates played out to a frustrating 1-1 draw with, Baraka FC. Zambian midfielder genius Austin Muowo was not included in the Pirates, squad. Former, Orlando Pirates striker Justin Songa came on as second half substitute for the TTM side. That hold Chopper United to a 1-1, stalemate. And I should say, the Songa is back on to scoring boots. He scored, in a game that was played, prior to this game. Zambian striker, Jampani Lungu maintained his starting place and put an impressive full 90 minutes, a shift for SuperSport United side that edged Maritzburg United 2-1. Zambian goalkeeper Sebastian Mwanga was in goal for Maritzburg and he played the full 90 minutes. So it was, Zambia goalkeeper against a Zambia defender in that encounter, and quite disappointing for our first choice goalkeeper, to concede two goals in that encounter. And now former Zanaco FC striker Chitea Masuze was not included in the match. They squad for TS Galaxy side that settled for a 1-1 draw with Golden Arrows. Unfortunate therefore our Zambian lad, for not to be included in that side. Then we also have legendary Zambian goalkeeper Davis Piri was on the technical bench for Amazon, where he serves as goalkeeper coach. So I know a lot of people have been asking to say, where is actually Davis Piri? Where is Davis Piri? He actually is serving as goalkeeper coach, for Amazulu. Now, it was an off weekend for Zambian winger Rodrick Kabwe and Zambian goalkeeper coach Sama Banda and at a Lupompo-based outfit Black Leopards. In the Glad Africa Championship, Zambian midfielder, Salalan Piri and clubmate, Acha Mwenyechi both put an impressive shift for Polokwane City that kick-started their season campaign with a 1-1 draw against Ajax Cape Town. 2 times Absa Premiership Golden Boot winner and goal scoring Zambian in South Africa, Collins Tofu Mbesuma put in a very good shift for the University of Pretoria side that kicked off their Glad African season campaign with a 1-0 win over Richards Bay. 2020 AFCON winning defender Davis Nkausu. Davis Nkausu is still a free agent working on the coaching budget. We go to Tanzania where Triple C Cletus Chama scored the goal for the Simba Sports side that beat Nigerian outfit Plateau United 1 goal in our way in the CAF Champions League encounter. And we all know the CAF games are in actually Green Eagles were held to a 2-2 draw. Napsa Stars were it was a masterclass for Napsa Stars. Another masterclass as well from Kana as they could manage to collect actually maximum points. In dollar it was Forest Rangers who were held to a 0-0 draw. So sad for Forest Rangers. So yes, Cletus Chama scored the only goal in the CAF Champions League encounter, while Rally Warrior was a new substitute for Simba a football club. Now in Australia we have Mercury Zambian midfielder Enoch Mwepu came in as the second half substitute for the Red Bull Salzburg side that thrashed SKN St. Polton 8-2 in the typical Bundas encounter. Elsewhere in the typical Bundas encounter, Francis Mwepu, the young brother to Enoch Mwepu, was not included in the SK Stem Grace side that went on to beat Swazvik Trail 1-0. Unfortunate for the young lad, but he's a good lad to watch. Always interesting to watch him. He's just got the massive talent just like Mwepu. Maybe even slightly better than Mwepu. Slightly better than the brother. But yeah, impressive stuff. And it's nice to see him travel to go to Switzerland where he sees game time. It's just unfortunate that he wasn't included in the match day for this game. In Belgium, in the Belgium League, we have Fashion Sakala. Fashion Sakala was not actually included in the matchday squad for KV, side that was handed a 3-1 home defeat. He was rested. I read some of that he was rested for this game, but so unfortunate that they were thrashed, a 3-1 loss in that, actually game. In Denmark, we have the Zambian midfielder Francis Nampashe, who was a new substitute for Sosbek FC side. Elsewhere in Denmark, Zambia youngster Charles Ntabwako Chisamba and his teammates are currently off season. Now that is the sports wrap actually we had for you, actually on Sports Extra. That is the sports wrap. Those are the performance of our Zambian lads that are performing elsewhere outside the country. Now what is happening elsewhere outside the country? Our Zambian ladies, our Zambian Chipolo Polo ladies are actually are in South America, where they are taking on Chile in actually two friendlies. Now let's just watch a clip of the mood with our ladies as they are preparing actually to play the second game tomorrow, because they played them and they won in the first game, and we all know how Captain Barbara was excited about this game. Let's just look at clips of their training and just see how well they're prepared for this game. So as we all know, actually, the Chipolo Polo ladies already qualified to, actually the Olympics. So they're just, playing these friendlies to prepare Chile, who will be playing Cameroon for the last spot, to the qualifiers of actually the Olympics. So they are in South America, where they are playing a 2-game, friendly match against Chile. They played the first one, they were victorious. We're yet to see and watch them tomorrow as they'll be taking on the second game. We go for another break. We're back on the other side as we're looking at the under-17 and their performance. What were the expectations of the under-17 and how did it turn out in South Africa? We go for a break.
The beauty in life lies in the ability to choose what you want to be. That choice comes with the responsibility of doing the right thing by exercising your right to vote. All eligible Zambians must now acquire new voters' cards for the forthcoming general elections, as the old ones will not be valid in 2021. If you're a holder of a green national registration card and will be 18 years and above come 9th May 2021, then you should register to vote.
Deciding what the future will be like is in my hands. It is also in your hands. Register to vote. It's your right. This message is brought to you by the Electoral Commission of Zambia.
Are you a fast bettor? Do you want a reward for fast betting? Then your local sport, Lupia, is the betting place to be. Get betting with Sport Lupia and join the competition and stand a chance to get a prize for a set number of bets each week. A wide range of prizes up for grabs on a weekly basis for 50 fastest bettors. For example, 250 bets in the week for laptop bags, 300 bets in the week and you a Topstar DTT decoder, 450 bets in the week solar panels, 500 bets in the week smartphones, 600 bets in the week flat screen TVs, 700 bets in the week genset. So what are you waiting for? Dial *747# on MTN or Zamtel and get betting now. Draws for the competition will be conducted every Tuesday live on Ken Dumbo Comedy and our official Facebook page. For more details on the Sport Lupia race competition, visit our website www.sportlupia.com, our Facebook page Sport Lupia, or call 747 to speak to a call center agent. Visit www.lupia.app to download the app for an easy betting experience. Keep betting, keep winning. Bet fast and win. Bet now.
We are on the beat, we are on the beat.
B1 and Chameleon. Kaniza pomuse osaye na mami. Weza kachora munyumba osaye na iwe. Kaniza pomuse osaye na iwe. Weza bana munyumba musensi yeneka. Sininga kwanise kukalaneka. Sininga kwanise kusuka mbale. Sininga kwanise kukalaneka. Sininga kwanise kupyanga mnyumba. Oh we tetingwanisho kwikalo kwa mulaiwe. Yo tetingwanisho kwikalo kwa mulaiwe. Mayo wanini we tetingkulekepe. What goes around comes back around, yeah. Lenzozi wona uninja, ine kasi ndine Suzuki, ine imwe. They say you only miss the water when the river is dry, yeah. Sinezozi wakutipila yanga niwe. Manje lelo naziba ndiwe vonse. Life ima wama latiri vonse. Kaniza pomuse osaye na mami. Weza kachola munyumba osaye na iwe. Kaniza pomuse osaye na iwe. Weza bana munyumba musensi yeneka. Sininga kwanise kukalaneka. Sininga kwanise kusuka mbale. Sininga kwanise kukalaneka. Sininga kwanise kupyanga mnyumba. Oh we tetingwanisho kwikalo kwa mulaiwe. Yo tetingwanisho kwikalo kwa mulaiwe. Mayo wanini we tetingkulekepe. Okay mami sinipuna ati uyeye. Iziba nina kuchimwila iwe. Oh baby I'm sorry, will you please forgive me? Leka nilete mutendele kumutima wako. Oh baby come close to me. Wena niko kwile mubanja nikamisane. Wena kisunge banja. Niwe mungeli wanga opasi wana mulungu. Mulungu sanga mpele mushati sini kusunga bwindo. Sini kusunga bwindo. Kaniza pomuse osaye na mami. Weza bana munyumba musensi yeneka. Sininga kwanise kukalaneka. Sininga kwanise kusuka mbale. Sininga kwanise kukalaneka. Sininga kwanise kupyanga mnyumba. Oh we tetingwanisho kwikalo kwa mulaiwe. Yo tetingwanisho kwikalo kwa mulaiwe. Mayo wanini we tetingkulekepe.
True music. Nikusamba malume, mukazi nikusunga malume. pamanje mafutika ka
Weza kachola mu nyumba osayenda iwe Kaniza pomushe osayenda iwe Weza bana mu nyumba musansi yeneka Sininga kwanise mkalaneka Sininga kwanise kusuka pale Sininga kwanise mkalaneka Sininga kwanise kupyanga mnyumba Oh we Tetinkwani shokwikalo kwa kulaiwe Yo Tetinkwani shokwikalo kwa kulaiwe Mayo wanini we Tetinkulekepe
You're watching the finest television Sports Extra right here on KBN Talk Station 102. Now we look at what the Zambian Chipolopolo young lads, the under-17, did in South Africa, where they went for the COSAFA under-17 tournament. Unfortunately, in the final, they lost to South Africa, through penalties after playing to a 1-0 draw. Actually, in the 90 minutes of play. Now let's take you back a bit before we can talk about the Zambia-South Africa game, because they played South Africa twice at the tournament. In the first game, they won 1-0. In the final, they were held to a 1-1 draw and went on to lose, on post-match penalties 4-2. But let's look at the Zambia-Malawi game, because this is one of the most interesting games, because there were goals that you just have to see. Now let's watch the clips of the Zambia-Malawi game. Then we'll be back to look at the Zambia-South Africa game.
Well, off you go. The Malawian side starts by pumping the ball high up front there to try and catch them maybe on an early counter. No, it's a pace put in the unmarked. Now a ball on the Zambian side with a ball laid in, but not a promising one, not a convincing pass. Now here's a technique. They're going for goal. Oh yes, oh yes, I must say. He knew where you wanted to take it. Just a few steps back. That is a Joseph Banda. Stun and cake, that's what they call it in South Africa. The keeper couldn't go anywhere. Ball played to Dominic Kanda. Back to Miguel Shaiwa and Lombe Mutale. Launches a long one to find Rickson Ngambi. Now chips it over the keeper. And I can tell you one thing, is that the Zambian sides know what to do and when to do it. You have Cliff Mbewe, who had actually blocked the offside, so Zambia should have gotten one. Now a strike coming from this man, Joseph Banda, had a clear chance, enough time to prepare himself, and look at what he does. And Dominic Kanda, the number 6, who hasn't done much in this match, and I think there's a run there coming from the Zambian side. Can they make it 4? A good save by the keeper, but not strong enough from that shot coming from Charlie Mumba, who says, I will pump it, I will put power. You have Zambian side switching play to Lombe Mutale. He is still on the ball and he gives that man, the number 6, who just playing those sleeker passes. Can we see a hat-trick here? And yes, we do. That is Joseph Banda. He is on some fire of some sort. Should we say his spirit that is high. A good pass again coming from Dominic Kanda to Charlie Mumba, finding the run of Joseph Banda, who lifts his head up, saw the defender coming, but the keeper had covered the first pole, and Banda says, are you going to call me or not? but it's all in the past. They all look forward to the next encounter. Now, the side had to take a strike coming from Chifundo Mpasi, who was given room to take that shot, and he was able to just lace it down into a goal. First shot on target. Malawi trying to be on the front foot there, finding Chifundo Mpasi, who goes for a far post and a touch, but that thing resulted into a goal. That is the Malawian side. That is the Malawian side converting a chance. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Chifundo Mpasi was able to just protect that ball and get a mini Shibobo there. Ball played long and it seems to be a goal. My goodness. Teddy Kumalo. The intent was to cross it in, but the wind may have given it a different direction. Of course, it is this man. He's been putting so much work on the left-hand side, and he finds himself now converting one ball, profiting from an error, and the intent was to whip in a cross. Justice Moone was unable to save.
Interesting goals from our young lads, in South Africa as they were playing Malawi, beating Malawi 6 goals to 2 in that beautiful encounter. They played South Africa in the next game. They won 1-0, but unfortunately in the final against South Africa, we were held to a 1-1, actually a draw, and went on to lose on post-match penalties 4 goals to 2. So we are actually runners-up at this year is COSAFA, actually under-17 Cup. But the good part is Zambia has qualified to the Africa Cup of Nations, under-17, Africa Cup of Nations. Zambia has qualified, alongside South Africa. Interesting stuff. Now we look at the Eden, actually FAS Eden League, weekend results. City of Lusaka was playing Zesco Shockers on Sunday. City of Lusaka were the good half. They bet, Zesco Shockers 2 goals to 1. And I should say, City of Lusaka is actually among the 2 teams yet to be defeated alongside Kansashi Dynamos, in the actually, Eden FAS League. The only difference is City of Lusaka is winning matches, while Kansashi Dynamos is only getting a point apiece, City of Lusaka just saw Zesco Shockers 2 goals to 1. Kansashi Dynamos 1-1 against Kashikishi Warriors. Kongola Blades 2-1 against Livingstone Pirates, while Mufulira Wanderers 0 against Mpulungu Hub. Changa Rangers 0-0 against Chambeshi. Zesco Malaiti 1-0 against Kafio Celtic. Musa 1-1 against Police College, while Kabwa Youth Soccer Academy lost to National Assembly. Now that is the log standing as of week 6 actually in the Eden Eden National League. That is the log standing as of week 6. Now, how is the standing? City of Lusaka is on position 1, having played 6 games and won 5. They are on 16 points. Remember, they have not lost a game. They've drawn 1 and won the rest of the games. Chambeshi is on position 2 with 6 games played, only won 4. Kafio Celtic is on position 3, while Musa FC is on position 4. Kansashi Dynamos is actually on position 5. Zesco Malite position 6 after beating Kafio Celtic 1-0 at Queensmead Stadium right here in Lusaka. Kongola Blades are on position 7, while Mufulira Wanderers are on position 8. And Changa Rangers are on position 9. Livingstone Pirates actually on position 10. National Assembly is 11. Pulungu Haba is 12. Police College is 13. Kabwa Youth Soccer Academy is 14. Zesco Shockers is actually 15. Gomez 16. Trendian 17. Kashikishi Warriors 18. That is the log standing in the Eden, Eden League. That is actually the log standing in the Eden League. Now let's look at the fixtures over the next 2 weeks in the Eden League. The fixtures in the next 2 weeks actually in the Eden League as we head into actually week 7 on Wednesday, 2nd December 2020, midweek games. And midweek games are always interesting to watch. Kashikishi Warriors is playing Chambeshi. Kansashi Dynamos is playing Kabwa Youth Soccer Academy. Kansashi Dynamos. Pulungu Haba is playing Changa Rangers, while National Assembly is playing Zesco Malite Rangers. Rangers. This is going to be a local derby, one of the most interesting games I feel to watch actually in the midweek in the the Aiden League. National Assembly will be playing Zesco Malaiti Rangers. Zesco Shockers will play Ufulila Wanderers, while Kafio Celtic will play FC Muzo. Kafio Celtic will play FC Muzo of Southern Province. Gomez is playing City of Lusaka. City of Lusaka is traveling all the way, to Copperbelt. Police College will play Concola Blaze, while Livingston Paris will be playing Tradient. That is week 7. Week 8, weekend, Saturday 5 December 2020. Kabwa Youth Soccer Academy will play Kashikishi Warriors, while Chambeshi is playing Pulungu Harbor. Zesco Malaiti Rangers will play Kasisha Dynamos. Nchanga Rangers will play Zesco Shockers. Muzo will play National Assembly. Mufulira Wanderers will play Gomez. Concola Blaze will play Kafio Celtic. City of Lusaka will play Livingston Paris, while Tradient will play Police College. That is week 8 of the games that will be played actually over the coming weekend. Interesting from the Aiden, actually, Aiden National League. Very interesting stuff. It's one of the most happening leagues to watch right now. I can advise you on any given day, please, find time to watch, these games. We look at the MTN FAS Super League results of the weekend. The MTN FAS Super League results of the weekend. Lusaka Dynamos were playing Zanaco and outsmarted Zanaco, 3-0 right there at the stadium of Zanaco, though it was Lusaka Dynamos who were home, in that encounter. So Zanaco had to travel to their own stadium as away. An away team playing at Sunset, 3-0. Mkwazi were playing Prison Leopards. It was, an interesting game because it was a game of the cops and and those that they manhandle and the like. So Prison Leopards were playing, actually in Mkwazi. Young Green Eagles, the Abattoir boys for the first time from the league, started to have lost, at the Abattoir Stadium right there in Kafue, losing to Kabwe Warriors 2-0. In Deni were the better half of Power Dynamos. Actually, Ngonga came back. He played good football, but he was red carded at some point in that game after coming back. We had all missed, Boza Ngonga, but he came back in that game, and unfortunately for Boza Ngonga, he was actually, sent off in that game. Zesco United were playing Green Buffaloes, and they were held to a 1-1, drop. Butekon were playing Lumwana Radiants, and Butekon were the good. Butekon lost to Lumwana Radiants 2-1. Those were actually the results actually in week 6 of the games. Now we look at the log standing of actually the MTN FAS League log standing. Green Eagles is on number 1. Indeni number 2, and Green Buffaloes is actually on number 3, while Lusaka Dynamos is on position 4. Forest Rangers is on position 5, Butekon is on position 6, Prison Leopards is on position 7, Red Arrows is on position, actually 8, Zanaco 9, Zesco United 10, Lumwana Radiants 11, Power Dynamos 12, Kabwe Warriors 13, Mkwazi 14, Kana is 15, Young Green Eagles is actually 16, Napsa is 17, Kitwe United is actually bottom of the table on position 18. Very disappointing for Napsa Stars and very disappointing for Nkana, very disappointing for Young Green Eagles. These are teams we didn't expect to see as of week 6 actually, standing at the bottom, actually, to be relegated. As it stands, if the league were to end as it stands, these teams would be relegated. That would be very, very disappointing for teams like Nkana. Now we look at, the fixtures, as we head into week 7 and week 8 of the MTN FAS League. The fixtures we head into week 7 and actually week 8 of the MTN FAS League. Power Dynamos is playing Forest Rangers on Wednesday, 2nd December 2020. In Deni will be playing Green Eagles. Lumwana Radiant will be playing Napsa Stars, while Red Arrows is taking on Mkwazi. Kabwe Warriors is playing Butekon. Prison Leopards will be taking on Nkana, while Zanaco will be playing Young Green Eagles. So the Abattoir boys are traveling to Sunset to play Zanaco. Kitwe United is playing Zesco United, while Green Buffaloes is playing Lusaka Dynamos. I think the game to watch is Zanaco versus Young Green Eagles. I can't wait to see what the young lads have to show, against Zanaco. I remember watching them, in the Charity Shield at Woodlands 2 seasons ago. Interesting game. I can't wait to see what the young lads will have to do against, the Bankers, the Zanaco of Sunset Stadium. Week 8 fixtures, ladies and gentlemen. Green Eagles will play on Power Dynamos, while Forest Rangers will take on Lumwana Radiants. And Mkwazi will play Indeni, Napsa Stars plays in Kabwe Warriors, while Nkana takes Red Arrows. I think this one is going to be the game of Saturday, because Nkana and Red Arrows is always a cracker of a game. Butekon is taking on Zanaco, while Zesco United is taking on Prison Leopards. Young Green Eagles is taking on Green Buffaloes, while Lusaka Dynamos will be playing Kitwe United. Now, those are the games to look forward to in the MTN Super League as we head into midweek and the weekend games to look forward to. Well, ladies and gentlemen, on that note, we come to the end of our Sports Extra right here on the Finest Television. It's been a pleasure hosting you. My name is Gabinda Galimina. Have a pleasant viewing.
Are you a fast bettor? Do you want a reward for fast betting? Then your local sport, Lupia, is the betting place to be. Get betting with Sport Lupia and join the competition and stand a chance to get a prize for a set number of bets each week. A wide range of prizes up for grabs on a weekly basis for 50 fastest bettors. For example, 250 bets in the week for laptop bags, 300 bets in the week and you a Topstar DTT decoder, 450 bets in the week solar panels, 500 bets in the week smartphones, 600 bets in the week flat screen TVs, 700 bets in the week genset. So what are you waiting for? Dial *747# on MTN or Zamtel and get betting now. Draws for the competition will be conducted every Tuesday live on Ken Dumbo Comedy and our official Facebook page. For more details on the Sport Lupia race competition, visit our website www.sportlupia.com, our Facebook page Sport Lupia, or call 747 to speak to a call center agent. Visit www.lupia.app to download the app for an easy betting experience. Keep betting, keep winning. Bet fast and win. Bet now.